Hi dear children, welcome back to my YouTube channel Roots of Biology. In this channel, I teach biology for class 8, 9th as well as 10th standard students for both CBSE and ICSE syllabus. I was explaining in the last class that's about class 10th CBSE chapter 7, that is control and coordination. Okay, today let us continue with this lesson. I think it is quite interesting to understand about the very important system in our body, that is endocrine system. So are you all interested to learn this? Okay, come let us learn. Before that, I wanted to say you all, please try to subscribe my channel because it might be useful to many students. Come dear children, let us understand about endocrine system. So what is this endocrine system then? So you know that the control and coordination in our body, it is brought about by the two main systems. What are those main systems? The one is nervous system, another one is endocrine system. Got it? So action of the nervous system are mediated through nerves, whereas the action of endocrine systems are controlled through hormones. Hormones are the chemical messengers. So these endocrine systems is a system of isolated glands that pour their secretion directly into the blood and limp of transportation to the different organs. It is helpful to control their functions, metabolism, and is also helpful for growth and as also for differentiation. So these endocrine system, it is mainly associated with the nervous system function in the coordination way to maintain the homeostatic state within the body. That is a major function of this endocrine system. What is endocrinology? Have you ever heard about this word? Endocrinology is the study of endocrine glands, hormones, and hormonal disorders. Okay, so the word endocrine is derived from the Greek word which means I separate within. The meaning of the word is I separate within. A person who specialized in endocrinology is an endocrinologist. The person who is specialized in that field are known as endocrinologist. So the discovery of hormones production by the brain lead to the emergence of new discipline called neuroendocrinology. That is another field. Okay, now let us try to understand about this in detail in our next slide. Come, let us move on to the next slide. Come, let us discuss about another important system called endocrine system. So in today's class, I am going to explain you in detail about this now. So let us discuss about the types of endocrine system. They are exocrine glands as well as endocrine glands. You can have a look at here, children. That is, one is exocrine glands, so another one is endocrine glands. These are the two different systems. What is this exocrine glands then? So these exocrine glands, so these are the glands that discharge secretion by means of ducts. Okay, so those glands which have a ducts for producing their secretion onto the body surface or into the body. So okay, so it mainly open towards the epithelial surface. So and then example for these exocrine glands are sweat glands. We used to get sweat, right? So that is glands which is helpful to produce, that is called exocrine glands. Those are sweat glands. And also tear glands, gastric glands, intestinal glands, liver, and mammary glands. So it is helpful to produce milk. Mammary glands are nothing but, so these are the glands. These are called exocrine glands. And the another one is endocrine glands. These are ductless glands, okay, which secrete hormone into the bloodstream in human. Okay, so these are also called glands of internal secretion. So these glands do not have a ducts, directly pour their secretion into the blood. It directly pour their secretion into the blood. Got it? That is what we called as endocrine glands. Endocrine glands are also called ductless glands. So example for these glands is pituitary glands. I will explain you in detail all those things later. Thyroid glands, adrenal glands. These are the example for endocrine glands. Secretion of endocrine glands are also called hormones. I hope you got it. Shall we move on to the next slide now? So have a look at this picture, children. So in this I am going to explain you about endocrine system in the later part, but have a look at this picture and clearly keep it in your mind. Then it is easy for you to understand while I'm explaining you about these parts. Okay, so these are the organs are called glands. Okay, you can see here it mainly constitute the endocrine system. So there are different hormones which are targeted towards different parts of the body and produced and released by the glands. So usually you can see here some glands are relatively very small, okay, like a pea or grain of rice. Okay, another gland you can see here, the pancreas, you can see here. So it is around 4 to 6 inch in length. It is one of the largest gland in the human body. So keep it in mind, which is the largest gland, pancreas. Okay, so have a look at this picture, different glands. The first one is hypothalamus, you can see here, pineal gland, and also we have a pituitary gland in our head region, and we have a thyroid gland in our neck region, we have a thymus gland in our lung region, we have an adrenal gland above our stomach, and we have a pancreas here, and we have another important gland, that is ovary glands, that is in female, and testes in male. Okay, I hope you understand about these glands. If you did not get it properly, please go through this video again, you will understand better. Come, let us move on to the next slide. Okay, now let us try to understand about pituitary gland. Okay, so it's very important to know about this gland. So it has a very important functions in our body. You can see here. So pituitary gland, it is a pea-shaped gland. It is found at the base of the brain. Where does it located? It is, you can see here, this is what we called as pituitary gland. It is present at the base of the brain beneath the hypothalamus. You can see hypothalamus is here. Here we can see the pituitary gland. So because it is involved in the several body function, that is why it is called as what we call for this gland. So this gland is called master gland. It is very important, children. They ask you in the exam. So which gland is called master gland? That is pituitary gland. And also why it is called a master gland? It is involved in several body functions. That is why it is called as master gland. So hormones that are released in the pituitary gland, it's circulated throughout the body. Okay, whatever the hormones which is released here, it's circulated throughout the body. So these hormones either control specific bodily function or trigger the production of hormone by other glands. That is the major function of this. So the hormone produced by pituitary gland include many hormones, that is ACTH. You're going to study in detail when you go to higher class. Adrenocorticotropic hormone, that is ACTH. So and also it is helpful to follicle stimulating hormone, that is FSH, thyroid stimulating hormone TSH, growth hormone, you can see it also secrete growth hormone GH. So and also luteinizing hormone LH, and also prolactin. These are the important hormones which is produced by this pituitary gland. So and also you can see here it also secrete growth hormone, I told you, that is GH. Under secretion of GH causes dwarfism. Okay, so if it secrete more, it produce dwarfism, and over secretion causes gigantism in children and acromegaly in adults. So this is regarding the pituitary gland. Okay, okay, now next let us move on to the next slide. Okay, have a look at this. This is called thyroid gland. So it is you can see, or it is looking like a butterfly, right? Am I right or not? You can see it is looking like a butterfly. So it plays a significant role in controlling our metabolism and also helpful for ensuring the overall health. It is situated in the front portion of the neck. You can see here, and below the larynx. Below the larynx, you can see this. The primary function of thyroid is to control metabolism. That is a major function of this, and also our body capacity to digest food and convert it into energy. And also the hypothalamus releases. There are two types of glands here. Hypothalamus, it is produced, releases thyrotropin releasing hormone when thyroid hormone levels are too low, altering the pituitary to create thyroid stimulating hormone, that is TSH. Okay, so it is a butterfly shaped gland. It is located in the throat. It secretes hormone thyroxine. What is the hormone which is produced by thyroid gland? Thyroxine, which regulate the metabolism of the body. That is the major function of this. Got it? It is helpful to secrete the metabolism, and also iodine is required to synthesize thyroxine in the body. Where we will get this iodine? Am I right? We have to consume iodized salt so that we will get iodine. In the case of iodine deficiency and the secretion thyrosis leads to goiter. Have you ever seen the swelling of neck in some people? So that is what we call as goiter. That is the major problem which is associated with the deficiency of iodine. So this is regarding thyroid gland. Come, let us move on to the next slide. So now let us discuss about another part, that is pancreas. So you can see here, it is like a leaf-like structure. Am I right or not? Pancreatic duct. It is looking like a leaf. So behind the stomach, it is present behind the stomach in the abdomen region. It is the endocrine as well as exocrine gland. And in an endocrine gland, it is manufactured two hormones. It is mainly helpful to secrete two hormones, that is insulin. What is the hormones it secreted? Insulin, and also another one is glucagon. That is the major function of this. So the both these hormones acts as a very important to regulate the sugar level in the body, okay, in the blood. So it is a major function of this. It is an exocrine gland is secrete enzymes to break down the protein, lipids, carbohydrates and nucleic acid in the food. So insufficient amount of insulin lead to diabetes. The person who is suffering from diabetes, who do not have a much amount of insulin in their body. So that is the major problem which is secreted by the deficiency of this insulin. So this organ is a part of our digestive and endocrine system. The major function of this, it make a digestion that break down food. It also make the hormone insulin and glucagon right amount of sugar in our bloodstream. It is helpful to control the right amount of sugar in our bloodstream. If you don't make insulin, which is the case of people with a type 1 diabetes, there are many diabetic patients you have observed in your life. So your blood sugar level can get dangerously high. In a type 2 diabetes, the pancreas usually makes some insulin but not enough insulin. So that is a major problem which is caused by insufficient production of insulin in a pancreas. Okay, now let us move on to the next slide. Okay, you can have a look at this picture. So these are called adrenal glands. So it is present about the kidney and are no longer than a walnut. These glands produce over 150 hormones. Okay, so it is helpful to regulate different functions in the body. The most well known is adrenaline, so which trigger the fight or fight response. Okay, like in some emergency situation we used to face, right, in our life. So that situation, this hormone is highly helpful for us. This is a stress hormone, I can say, that help the organism to either face a danger situation or to avoid the danger situation. So it is a major function of this gland. What does it do? It increases the blood sugar level, increases the blood supply to the muscle, particularly to the limbs, and also dilating the pupils. We used to express the feelings, right? So it all done by this, and also increases the heart rate, tightening the jaw muscles. So it helpful to protect us through any of the emergency situation. That is why that gland is called adrenal glands. I hope you got it. Let us move on to the next slide. Now let us discuss about another important one, that is gonads. Okay, the gonads are very important to understand about. Now let us discuss about this. Have a look at this picture also, then you will come to know better. So these are gonads. Okay, you can see here. So the gonads are the gametes. Okay, these are the two gametes which is produced by organs. What are the organs? Testes in male and ovary in a female. Okay, the testes produce the male hormone testosterone. The testes, it produce the male hormone testosterone, and the ovaries, it produce the female hormone estrogen as well as progesterone. Okay, testes produce testosterone. It's very important, children, try to understand. So testes produce testosterone and the ovaries produce the female hormone estrogen as well as progesterone. They may ask you in the exam. So testosterone and estrogen help in the producing gametes, and they are responsible for sexual characteristic of both male as well as female, right? We have a few characteristic features, like in male, the person once he matured or when he attain a puberty, so he will develop some secondary sexual characteristic features, right? So that is produced by these testosterone. And also female, they produce some secondary sexual characteristic features like enlargement of of breast and other production of ovary in their body. That is, those are the examples for that. So progesterone is the very important organ that is helpful during the pregnancy. So other endocrine organs, like this, these are the two important gonads, that is testes as well as ovaries. Some glands are specific to male or female. So the ovaries are specific to female and located in the pelvic cavity, is exactly present in the pelvic region, while the testes are specific to the male. I already told you it produces estrogen, important for reproduction and female sexual characteristics features. That is a major important, and testes produce testosterone that is responsible for male sexual characteristic features. Also, it results in increased muscle mass and also body hair. Okay, so this is regarding gonads. Have a look at this picture. You can see here gonads and testes where exactly it is present. Okay, see this picture also clearly you can see testes as well as ovary. Okay, when you go to higher class you'll go in detail about this. Now let us discuss about another slide. I hope you understand about the glands. Now let us discuss about the few important points regarding this. So they are, so iodized salt, it is necessary. Why it is necessary? Let us try to understand about this now. Why iodized salt is necessary? Why it is necessary? Because iodine minerals is essential part of thyroxine hormone. So it is important that we must consume iodized salt, as in turn it is essential for thyroid glands. It control carbohydrate, proteins and fats. Whatever the food we will consume, will get all these nutrients, like, right? So metabolism of best balance of growth deficiency of iodine might cause us diseases called goiter. If the person is suffering from the deficiency of this, they may get a disease called goiter. So the next, let us discuss about diabetes causes. It is due to deficiency of insulin, already told you, secreted by the pancreas, that is responsible for to control or control the blood sugar level. Treatment, what are the treatment? Patient had to internally administrate injection of insulin hormone which help in regulating the blood sugar level. In case of fight to fight reaction to emergency situation, which hormone is helpful? That is adrenal gland. So I hope you got it about diabetes, iodized salt, and what are the hormones which is responsible for this. Iodine, that is thyroxine. Diabetes, that is pancreas, it produces insulin. And adrenal gland releases adrenal into the blood, which acts as a heart and other tissues. It causes faster heartbeat, more oxygen to the muscle, reduce blood supply to the digestive system and skin, diverts the blood to skeleton muscle, increases in breathing rate. Am I right or not? If we face any emergency situation, we will be in a hurry, right? We want to come out from that. Our expression, everything will change. These are all controlled by this. It will send message and it will control everything. It is produced by this hormone. So I hope you got it and understand about this. So hormones are very important for all these functions which has taken place in our body. I hope you got it. Try to understand better. It's very important topic. They may ask you many questions in this lesson. Okay. Okay, in our next class, I'm going to discuss about plant hormones and movement. Okay, thanks for watching till now. Please do watch my channel. It might be useful for many students. Please do watch, share, like, and subscribe my channel. And then please share it to many students. It might be useful for them to learn better. Okay, next class we will meet with a different topic. Thank you.